when the farmer cuts the antlers off in velvet, the crown, the bit that's left sitting on the deer's head, is then shed next autumn. And because it's still sitting on the deer's head, the bone that would have gone into the rest of the antler actually makes this little crown really solid. So when that's shed, you've got this really solid chunk of bone that you can carve. And obviously it varies a lot. Some are not very solid and others are really, wow.
That's fantastic.
And so these represent various things that I carve out of this stuff. I used to carve a lot of small wooden pieces, but the deer antler is just really perfect for things this size, because you can drop this and it 99% won't break. And I can carry something delicate in my pocket for months, like this little fish plate. And I've got a pretty good chance that I won't break that in my pocket because it's so strong. And all of these things lend themselves to fine detail, and I really enjoy working with the material. Occasionally I get one from an animal that's actually died before it shed the antlers, and the farmer finds them in the paddock. And this is actually one of those, because this area of this piece is actually from the animal side of the skull. So this side is the antler, and this side is from the actual bit on the skull, because there's quite a different colour through there. That indicates that. So it's very rare to get this. From the actual antler above the crown, this is the crown, and then the bird is carved in the more porous area of the antler, and that's why it's got all this black through here. And the biturn's got a lot of this very textured appearance, so I thought this would suit it. See in this one, so this is where it's starting to go up in the antler, and this is the attachment point on the head where it's really white and very solid. And as you go up higher, this was where one spine came off, and this was where the main part of the antler goes on. So I've just managed to sort of wander between that and carve the frog sitting on a stump with a bit of branch coming out, and with the moth hiding there out of sight. And I inlay the eyes with various timbers and buffalo horn. There was a wood design competition, it would have been in the 80s, and I'd carved a platypus which didn't have any thing underneath. All the feet were up above and the bottom was just flat. And the woman judge said, it would have been good, but you didn't address the bottom. I thought, is that right? Up your nose. I don't know, it's just that little bit extra that sometimes is enough to tip a buyer over the last little bit, which is always useful for survival. But it also is something that I really enjoy doing.